I accidentally fell to the ground, but unexpectedly found the stuffed toy my son gave me in the trash can. I grabbed the little boy angrily and questioned him why my son's gift was in the trash. Realizing he was caught, the boy had no choice but to confess. Only then did I find out. My wife had brought our son to the office and left a document behind. I rushed to the desk in a panic and started searching. Then I suddenly saw a sheet of paper scribbled on by the boy. I picked it up and unfolded it. To my shock, it was the divorce agreement my wife left. Only at that moment did I finally realize my wife truly wanted to divorce me. Looking at my own signature on the agreement, my mind went back to our son's birthday. That day I completely forgot it was his birthday. I was happily playing at the amusement park with my first love and her son, unaware that my wife had been watching from a distance. To keep our son from feeling sad, she held him tightly while silently crying. That night she threw a birthday party for our son and saw a photo my first love posted online. It was a picture of her and me. At that moment her heart completely broke. Her 7 years of devotion never won my heart. 7 years ago, after I got drunk, I ended up sleeping with her. From that night on, she became my wife. Back then, I proposed a secret marriage, promising to reveal her identity once the company went public. But even as our son grew up, I still made him call me uncle. No one ever knew she was my wife. She silently endured it all. But lately, I had gotten closer and closer to my first love. Whenever I had time, I would be with her and her son, as if the three of us were the real family. She finally made up her mind to leave me, so she asked our son if he would go with her if they left. When he nodded, she immediately called her professor and agreed to join a top-secret research mission, dedicating the next 50 years of her life to the country. Her only request was to bring her son along. The professor agreed right away and promised to give the boy the best education resources. He asked her to wrap up personal matters and leave in 5 days. That night, she waited until 3 a.m. for me to come home, but I didn't remember it was our son's birthday. When I saw the cake on the table, she pulled out a good luck charm, the very gift our son gave me. I felt a wave of guilt and wanted to wish our son happy birthday, but he was already fast asleep. Just then, she brought out the signed divorce papers, flipped to the last page and asked me to sign. Before I could think, my first love called and said she was scared alone because of a power outage. Without hesitation, I signed the papers and rushed to her place, not knowing that signature would become the biggest regret of my life. The next morning, my wife went to the office to resign, but as soon as she stepped out, she saw me hugging my first love. This time she didn't get angry. She smiled and said we were a perfect match, then told us to kiss in front of everyone. After saying that, she turned and walked away. Afraid she would expose our secret, I rushed to pull her into the office. I handed her a gift and said it was for our son. She thought I still cared about her and the child, but when she opened it, it was a toy dog. I had forgotten. Our son had been bitten by a neighbor's dog as a child and had feared dogs ever since. I even hinted that she could take our son on a short trip. A few days later, because my first love was afraid of the dark, I planned to let her and her son move into our home. When my wife saw all this, she finally gave up completely. She threw the toy dog into the trash, packed her bags, and left with our son. She no longer wanted to live under the same roof with my first love. Seeing our son reluctant to leave me, she hesitated and decided to wait a few more days before leaving. Just then, I brought my first love and her son back home. My first love